Welcome back, this is Jackie, your nerdy crafter. When I was a little girl, my uncle used to tell me stories of when he was a little boy and living in southern village in Egypt. When he was 11 years old, he told me that he and his friend had walked into a cave, kind of as a dare. And when they went inside, they saw something they really didn't expect. They saw a dog with red eyes. Now my uncle described this dog as being black and very muscular on the shoulders, and the tail almost seemed like a snake. And they tried to run away, but what ended up happening is that my uncle's friend got bit in the thigh. And it seemed to be a very regular occurrence in that village. People were getting bit on the thigh. Unfortunately, those who got bit in the leg died. But before they died, they went rabid. They would howl and bark for 48 hours until they would succumb to this really strong fever and died. Now, whether you believe in the supernatural or not, some stories are just never explained. And so in this week's tutorial, you guys will learn how to make Dean Winchester's Amulet. Since this is a really popularly requested theme, it's also an awesome collaboration with Will from Epic Fantasy. Will decided to work on Ruby's Demon Dagger. So make sure you check out Will's video and his channel and subscribe while you're there. If you're a geek and into cosplaying, this is the perfect place to learn how to make your weapons. And he has other projects there as well. So make sure you check it out. Here's what you'll need for this project: yellow, brown, rounded tools, a cutter, black chalk pastel and a brush, a cutout of the pendant version that you want to make, rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip to clean up your piece and also to make sure that the shading is properly done. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your yellow and your dark brown and mix them together. Make sure that you do have a lot more yellow than brown. Here's your yellow and brown all mixed up. Now take your image and your clay, and you're going to shape your clay only in the shape of the face, excluding the ears and the horns. What you want to avoid doing is flattening the whole piece down. So make sure when you're flattening your clay that you're going from the edges down, not from the center, like so. Now in order to get the proportions right, we're going to put the ears on first. So make a small ball of clay and turn it into a semicircle. Here it is. And place it where the ear is. Now do the other side. So far so good. Now take your rounded tool and make the dents for the ear, since they're not fully circles, as you see in the back of the sheet, and just push it in so that it looks like a W. Now take your rounded tool again and smooth out where the ears meet the head. And the ears are done. For the horns, you're going to make a short snake, like this, and place one on each side of the head. But you're going to place it behind the head. Now take your head and place it on top, and push down. And now we have the horns. Now at this point, it's all about proportions. So slow down, keep your reference picture close by. Now what we want to do is first make the dents. And for that, you're going to see that we have two ovals for the eyes that are between the top of the ear and the bottom of the horn. Then you're going to go all the way down to the nose, which is right where the dent is for the ear. And then you're going to come up and do the other side of the eye as well. Work slow while you get this shape. Now at this point, if you have a popsicle stick or a flat end of a brush, feel free to use it to push the clay away from the nose. Once you get to the mouth area, push the clay down. Now in order to make the nose right, make a small oval with your clay and place it where the nostrils would be. Now only smooth the top part upwards. There you go, so that when you look at the nose, it sticks out a little further than the face. Now I know it doesn't look like much, but here's the fun part. Take out your Q-tip and rubbing alcohol and clean out all the uneven parts. So this is what we get when we clean it up. It's important not to worry about what it looks like before cleaning up, so make sure that you do work slow, and you will get this. Now take your chalk pastel and your brush and start shading the crevices. Feel free to be a little generous with your black. Now with your rubbing alcohol and Q-tip, clean up the top of the nose and some shading areas here and there. Now take two small oval pieces, put them in where the eye would be, and now do the same thing for the mouth. Ta-da! Before we put the decoration, take your cutter and cut out a circle for the whole of the top part of the pendant. Now, the final details are all going to be made with one long snake, and you're just going to cut them in different pieces. First, start by making the contour of the opening of the pendant, and then make 3 snakes and put them one underneath the other. Once that's done, you're going to take another snake and make the swirly right on the forehead. Now for the final touch, take your chalk pastel and brush again, and lightly go over the top. Ta-da! Now before we put it in the oven, one last piece that needs to go on there, and that's the neck. Make a small ball with your clay again, and place it right behind the head. Now bake this for 12 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure that your oven was preheated. All done! I know there are different versions of this pendant out there. They differ from the actual fan page to the props and online. So I took the one that was the most workable with and fun to make. Now remember to check out Will's channel and his video and subscribe, especially if you want to learn some techniques when it comes to making your own weapons for cosplay. There are some methods there that I never knew existed, so I hope you guys check it out because it's really fun. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to click that button, and if you have suggestions for future geeky tutorials, leave them in the comment section below, and don't forget to add me on Facebook, Twitter, DeviantArt, and Instagram. Until then, I will see you guys next week.